Hello y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video, okay? So I'm literally just sitting up here trying to make sure y'all don't see no bugs. Oh yeah, I don't know why I'm so goofy right now. I know y'all like, we having a whole conversation with your nose, so it's like, what's going on? But yeah, we just gonna hop straight into the video. Hopefully y'all have been having a lovely, prosperous week so far, okay? I got a little jazz playing in the background. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But I want to come and talk to y'all about something, okay? So I have spoke previously on my channel about spiritual gifts, and we've already kind of covered the basis of everything that comes along with having a spiritual gift. And so now we are going to talk about your spiritual gifts are going to attract or repel people, okay? If you are a person that has a spiritual gift, then you have probably already noticed of how people are receiving you, okay? I said before that when you have a spiritual gift, it feels like you are carrying something that is very heavy, and it's gonna seem like you are not normal. It's gonna feel like you are kind of out of this world in a sense, and not in a sense the way you losing your man, you going crazy, okay? Y'all know I promote mental health, mental sanity a lot on my channel, so that's not what I mean. I mean, you are just gonna feel as though something is working outside of yourself, and then you know that it's not you. You know that it's the Lord, okay? And so when you are carrying something so strong like this and so heavy like this, it kind of comes with its downsides, okay? And we're going to talk about all of that, but we're going to talk about how people are receiving you. I kind of talked about how people are going to be attracted to you. If you have ever had one of those instances to where people just seem to be gravitate to you everywhere you go, you got the person that people just come up and start a conversation with, and they share their whole entire life story with you, and you are just sitting up thinking like, not that you don't want this person talking to you, but you just sitting up thinking like, okay, what drew this person to me? A lot of people are attracted to your spirit, okay? Some people are going to be able to see that you carry something special, and that is something to be grateful for. You know, you give glory and thanks to the Most High for blessing you with a gift like this, okay? Because like I said, it comes with a lot. And so we are going to talk about the people that are attracted to your gift, okay? If people come around you, and this is how we're going to get into the instance of your spiritual gifts working for you, okay? That is what's going to happen when you have a spiritual gift, is that it's going to work to your advantage, okay? You're going to make some connections to people. You're going to have some opportunities and things like that. A lot of times you may be sitting up wondering why certain things happening for you, and it just seemed like it just fell out of the blue sky, and you're like, dang, how did this happen? A lot of times the reason why you are getting certain doors open to you and certain opportunities is because people have picked up on your aura, they have picked up on your spirit, and they are attracted to that. They want to do business with you. They want to be friends with you. They want to be in a relationship with you. They just want to be around you, okay? And we are going to talk about the equal balance between having a spiritual gift, because you are one of those type of people that a lot of people are going to be drawn to, attracted to. That is where you are going to have your big blessings. That is where you are going to see things turn around in your life for the better. You might have been at one point to where you was kind of down and out, and you didn't know why certain things was happening to you, all these misfortunes, and then all of a sudden these opportunities are pouring on your life. It's because of the Lord, okay? He's always going to bless you, especially when you get out here and operate in your gifts, okay? I'm going to make several videos about spiritual gifts, how you can use your gifts to work for you, the disadvantages of having a spiritual gift. We're going to talk about it all, baby, okay? So now that we have talked about the advantages of having a spiritual gift, now we are going to talk about the disadvantages. People are going to be repelled about your gift. I'm kind of seeing it a lot now lately, and I actually think it's kind of weird. People coming to show their gifts to the world, help people. You know, it's not with no agenda behind it. They're not trying to get attention, popularity, and things like that. They really just are proud of you. When you have a spiritual gift, you carry something special, and you have a close relationship with the Lord, it's something to be happy about. You just want to come and show that to the world, and you want to help people along the way. And so you're going to come across certain people that they're not going to receive that too well. You're going to start to notice that some people are probably going to be jealous of your gifts, and I spoke about that before. When a person is jealous of your spiritual gifts, they are going to be repelled by you, okay? If you are the type of person that come and speak about certain topics in such a way that will cause this person to develop some sort of envy. The knowledge that you have can cause a person to be envious of you. And let me add this in here too, because this is another part of having a spiritual gift. You come to speak the truth on a lot of topics, and a lot of times certain things that you may speak on, you already feel, you already know that this may hit and rub certain people the wrong way, but you come to tell the truth. You know that you are not doing this intentionally. But let me say this, some of us do be in our feelings sometimes. Okay, we have to have the Lord to step in and kind of say, okay, no, that's not the truth. You and your feelings, you feel some type of way about this person. That's not what I told you to do. That is not the truth. Speak the truth. They may not want to hear it, but you have to tell the truth, and you have to take your feelings out of certain things, because that is not what I have called you to do. Sometimes you can't tell. Like I said, if you're a spiritual person, you can't read through a lot of things. Sometimes you can tell when a person is mixing personal vendettas that they have with people and with the Lord. Okay, this is where you see a lot of people come and say, God told me to come tell you this, God told me to come tell you that. When some of the times, some people, not all people, I have to state that bold and clearly, some people are coming online, they have a lot of issues going on, they have a lot of built up animosity and anger towards a lot of people, and so they mix the Lord in with whatever personal vendettas they had with people, and they are going to come and bring you something and say that the Lord told them to come tell you that, when the whole time, if you have a strong relationship with the Lord and you know his voice, you have heard him speak to you numerous times, you know that the Lord would never bring you a message like that, or you already know that the Lord would not put this sort of message on a person's heart to give to you. Okay, so a lot of people are coming in there operating off of their emotions and their feelings. And when you have a spiritual gift, the Lord gives you a certain level of emotional maturity to be able to tackle whatever internal issues and feelings that you have. You are going to learn how to put that aside. This is where you gain your spiritual strength. You are going to learn how to put a lot of personal problems and feelings aside when you are coming to reach and teach people. Okay, it has everything to do with the Lord at the end of the day. Who it is that you need to reach and teach is your main goal. You want people to want to turn their lives over to the Lord. You don't want people running away from the Lord. And so that's what you are going to notice a lot, having a spiritual gift and being on this walk with Christ. That's another thing that you are probably facing with having a spiritual gift, is that you are going to be dealing with something internally. Okay, it's going to be your internal feelings and the Holy Spirit at the same time. You know, you want the Lord to work through you. You don't want your feelings to get the best of you. You want the Lord to operate and move and work through you so that you can be able to reach and teach people in a way that is going to help them and not hurt them, if y'all understand what I'm trying to say. When you have a gift like this and you have a strong relationship with the Lord on top of that, because a lot of people have gifts but they use it for the wrong purposes, and we are going to talk about that later on in this video. But when you have a strong relationship with the Lord, it's just kind of like you always seem to rub people the wrong way. Okay, and you're not doing it on purpose. It's just who you are. When you have a close relationship with the Lord, it's just kind of like you just want to share with the world. You know how you get something new, or you develop this new skill and you just want everybody to know about it. You just be so happy. You be in your own lane. You just be minding your own business, and people just do not like that. You're going to come across some people, they are going to be repelled by your gifts. Okay, because I'm seeing it a lot now to where people are, everybody's trying to jump on the whole spirituality wave. Just like I said a few months back when I made the video about signs that you have a spiritual gift, everybody's trying to eat up off of spirituality. Let me just say this, I feel like it's a beautiful thing that people are waking up, people are developing a close relationship with the Lord. It's a beautiful thing. It's so enlightening to see people come and talk about the Lord so much, and they are happy to come talk about him. But you are going to have certain people, they are coming with a motive. Okay, they're trying to jump on this wave because they want to compete with people. Okay, when you're on this walk with Christ, and you carry a spiritual gift, you are going to notice those people where they want the spiritual gift. Okay? They want the secret sauce to your recipe. They want to know what it is that makes you do what you do. These will be the type of people that try to eat up off your energy. You can tell the difference between a person going after something because that's what they believe, they really want to build this strong relationship with the Lord, and the difference between a person that is just doing all this because they either want attention or they want to compete with a person that they are feeling intimidated by. That is what you are going to encounter on your walk with Christ. Okay? This is, if you are a person that feels as though you have carried a spiritual gift since you was a child, there's so much spiritual knowledge that you have acquired over the years up until now, and you are going to have people that is just going to be intimidated by the fact that you have a certain level of spiritual knowledge. It's weird, but these are going to be the type of people that are going to be repelled by your spiritual gift. Okay, these are going to be people that's going to be constantly trying to jump in your way, talk over you, talk louder than you, and things like that. Oh, look at me, those kind of people. And these will be the type of people that you literally have to walk away from. These will be the type of people that, even though you notice that this person is trying to compete with you, you are not going to be falling for the baits and tactics they are using to try to get into a one-up in the battle with you, because they are not you and you are not them. So this is a person that you just gotta let them have it. Okay? Let them feel like they won. Let them feel like they the best one. Let them beat their chest and show off to other people. You know that that's not your purpose and why you are there. So that's why you can't walk off and let this person have their victory moment. Okay? Let them have their victory moment. Let them think that they won. When you are coming for a purpose, you are not going to be baited into a one-up in battle with people, because that's immature. Okay, and that's what you'll notice on your walk with Christ too. Carrying the spiritual gift, you are going to constantly see people that are trying to compete with you on this walk. Okay, this could be friends, this could be family, this could be your spouse, it could just be anything, to where you're going to feel as though you are constantly being baited with your spiritual beliefs. Okay, don't fall for the bait. When it comes to being on this walk, don't get into no competition battle with people. If this is something that you feel like you don't have anything to prove to people, don't get in a one-up competition with nobody. Okay, you know what your relationship is with the Lord. You know what He has called you to do. You know what it is that you carry, and that is the only main concern that you had. A lot of times people will come and try to compete with you because they are intimidated by you and what it is that you are carrying. These will be the type of people that want something quick and easy. These will be the people that have not done the work to get to where you are. Because if you are a person that has a spiritual gift, and 9 times out of 10 you have tons of strength behind your gifts because of things that you have been through in your life, has helped you on your walk. You have fully surrendered your life over to Christ. You have fully surrendered onto your gifts. And like I said, this feels as though it's something that's working outside of you. It's not nothing that you are ever going to be able to fully explain to people, to where they can get a better understanding. Because some people feels as though this spiritual gift thing, this, a lot of people calling themselves chosen. I feel like everybody in their mama feel like they're chosen. When everybody in their mama feel like they are a prophet. And some people do have a prophetic gift. Some people do have a calling over their life, and that is very evident. You will see that. You will see that people carry certain gifts like you. Okay, but the people that are going to be repelled by your gifts, these will be the type of people that have not really done any inner work on themselves to get to the certain position that you are at spiritually. Okay, and so they want to eat and bite up off of that. Sorry for the pause, y'all, but I had to add this in here. The one thing you are going to notice is having a spiritual gift, you probably have gotten this feeling that you don't fit in with nobody, really. You don't fit on either side. You don't fit with the worldly people, and you don't fit with the overly religious people. You kind of is like the middleman in this whole thing when it comes to carrying the gifts like this. Like, you are hated on both sides. And so that's why you always tend to be the one that may be alone, or you may be feeling as though you are set apart, like you just don't fit and belong nowhere. That's another thing you are going to notice with carrying a spiritual gift. you probably are able to tell that some of these people are faking on their walk. And that's not nothing that you are going to come and make aware to them. You are not going to reveal to them everything that you see about them. But you are going to know that they are not on this walk with Christ for real. They are doing this because it's a popular topic right now. The Lord's name is a big deal. Okay, and so you are going to notice so many different, that's why you see a lot of people out here, they are counterfeits. That's why you see people, they are coming in and repeating things another person said. I'm just speaking from what I have seen. I've seen this with other people to where I have seen their videos. I can tell that they have copied off of this certain influencer. There's so many people out here repeating the same thing over and over again. Everybody does not have the gift, and that's okay. That's okay if you don't have a spiritual gift. I don't know what it is. It's kind of hard to describe and explain, but people are jumping on this wave for the wrong reasons. It's kind of hard when you are trying to be on this walk too. And a lot of people try to make it seem as though it's something real easy breezy. It's something that you are going to gain overnight. But really, when you are carrying gifts like this for real and you are operating with the Lord for real, there are going to be times to where you're going to be being distracted by these people. We are living in a day and times now to where there's so many different people trying to bite and eat up off of other people's energy. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like a lot of people just don't feel comfortable being themselves. They are too busy worried about other people's lives, too busy trying to be like the next person. And these will be the people that will be constantly trying to distract you. When you are on this walk with Christ, it's not a competition. And you are going to start to notice that it's going to be plenty of people out here that's going to be trying to compete with you about your gifts, compete with you about your relationship with the Lord. You was focused on doing something, you got your goal, what it is you're trying to do. You're trying to reach and help certain people, and then you got this person kind of jumping your way and trying to distract you. A lot of times the reason why people do that is because they are intimidated by what you carry. They are envious of your spiritual gifts, your calling, and they want to distract you in any way that they can. Okay, these will be the type of people that will be constantly biting and eating up off your energy. You will come and see that they are copying certain things that you have said. It just kind of like, in a sense, it's weird. Like, people just on this power struggle for attention and man control over people. It's just man-boggling and it's crazy. That's something that I will never understand. But dealing with all of that, that's a different kind of spiritual warfare that you will notice on your walk if you have not already. People are not going to really understand what it is that you carry, but they want it so bad. If they could swap lives with you, they would. If they could swap mans with you, they would. That's why they are constantly copying off of you. These people are repelled by your spiritual gifts, okay? They are attracted to it and repelled by it at the same time. Because if a person was really focused on their own life, if they was comfortable in their own individuality, they wouldn't feel the need to come and try to copy off of other people. They wouldn't be intimidated by you. They wouldn't be trying to compete with you and stuff like that, okay? I know I'm not the only person that has felt this, but some of the times I be wanting to give up on YouTube. And I'm just being completely transparent and honest with y'all, because it just seems like it's a whole bunch of madness and mess on this platform. It's so many different people that are coming with the wrong intentions. It's so many different people coming and playing with the Lord's name. It's so many different people coming and trying to compete. And I already told y'all before, I'm not the type of person. I don't like drama. I don't like being caught up in the midst of it. I don't like being connected to that type of thing. And so I be coming on here because this spirituality is something that I'm real passionate about, and I have a strong relationship with the Lord, and I just like to come and share my knowledge and my testimonies about him. But sometimes I just be wanting to give up on this platform because it's too much foolishness going on. And some of the times I do be having a conversation with the Lord, like, Lord, is this the right thing for me? Like, some of the times things are going to get very overwhelming for you. Like I said, when you have a spiritual gift, you are taking on more things than you intended. When the Lord calls you for something, this comes to the sense of answering your call. This is not really a call that you can reject. You know how somebody call you and you really don't want to pick up the phone. Okay, that's how it is on your walk with Christ. Okay, and I'm just being straight up real. Sometimes you get them times where you just want to ignore the call. You don't want to pick it up and answer it because it's so much going on. Like, okay, I'm just gonna let this person go to voicemail. And you're like, oh, let me call this person back right now. This is urgent, okay? You know how you get that text message after your voicemail, like, please call back. It is extremely urgent. That's how it is when you have a relationship with the Lord and when you are walking with him for real. Like, these times, it's kind of hard to decipher who is real and fake on this walk. It's crazy out here with the spiritual warfare. You really don't know who is real and fake these days. And like I said, sometimes I don't like being caught up in the midst of foolishness. I don't want nobody mixing me in with the fakeness. I want to be a part of that. Sometimes you are going to feel as though you don't want this gift. Maybe times the way you may ask the Lord, like, Lord, please take this away from me. I don't want this because I don't like what's attached to it. And it might have been instances where you might have had a conversation with the Lord, like, I know I'm going to be taking on a lot. Please prepare me for this. Please equip me with the spiritual strength, emotional strength, and mental strength to take on this gift, because I know that it is something heavy. And I'm probably going to be hated by so many different people. I'm probably going to have so many different people coming up against me, but because you called me to do this, I have to follow through on it. Having a relationship with the Lord is just like your biological parents, okay? You got to do what your mom and daddy say. Otherwise, you're going to have some serious consequences. You may get on punishment. You may get all your privileges taken away from you. And it's just like, oh my God, that's how it feels. When you having a relationship with the Lord, it feels like your father. You disobey your father, you're going to feel that wrath behind your disobedience. This is going to come an instance to where you are going to feel as though your gifts are working against you and not for you. Because even though the Lord has called you to do this, you're going to have certain instances where you are being disobedient and you are not following through on what He has told you to do. Okay, you ready to walk away and give this thing up. But something is being tugged and pulled at your spirit is telling you, you can't give up. You cannot give up. I gave you this gift for a reason. You can't just walk away from it like that. And see, and this is going to come an instance to where be careful for what you ask for, because you just might get it, okay? If you are probably feeling as though this is something that, and this is for the real ones, okay? The real ones that is really carrying a gift like this and feels as though this is overwhelming and you're just really ready to give up and walk away from it all, okay? The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And that is when you are going to start to realize that you are appreciative of what He has gave you. Okay, so many different people trying to fight for what it is that you have. They are trying to fight for your position. And so when you get fed up and you get weary because everything is so overwhelming, the Lord just may take it away from you. In the video where I said having a spiritual gift is like having a sixth sense. It's like you carrying something. You see things that a lot of people don't see. It just feels like something that is outside of yourself. And sometimes you may feel as though it is too much for you. It is overbearing. When you are operating with the Holy Spirit, it's something outside of yourself. That's how you know that the Lord is real. It's because it's like something is controlling you. Okay, and you know that it ain't nothing but the Lord, because every time you try to walk away from it, you keep constantly being pulled back. Something is going to be conflicting your spirit that's going to come and let you know that if you do this, this is going to be the wrong decision. If you do this, there's going to be repercussions behind you walking away from your purpose and your calling. And so that's when you stand strong. That's when you start standing 10 toes down. That's when you start standing up and fighting against the spiritual warfare. That is where you are going to start to learn to be more appreciative of your gifts. Okay, but sometimes we are unappreciative of what we have. We take things for granted. And some of y'all are sitting on gifts that y'all don't even know that y'all have. That's going to be another separate video on its own. When you have something, you have to use it. Okay, having a gift and not using it is just kind of like that Christmas gift that you never opened. Okay, you know how your auntie or your grandmother bought y'all Christmas gifts and y'all never made it over to her house? And I'm just speaking from personal experience, because my grandmother was always the one that was always buying Christmas gifts for everybody in the family. Like literally, our Christmas tree would be packed with gifts all over the living room. Okay, but it used to be so many gifts left over after Christmas that would literally just be sitting there for months and months and months. That's just kind of like how it is when you neglect your gift. You don't open it, you forget about it. Okay, you ain't make it over to your grandmother, your auntie house to pick up your gifts. When you ignore and neglect your gifts, they're not going to be effective. You moving throughout your life, you live in a certain way. You know, it's easy to just live out here and do whatever you want, move however you want. It's harder to live for the Lord. That is something that you have to be mentally, spiritually, and emotionally disciplined to do. especially when you are carrying something like this, okay? Like I said, what you carry is heavy. You don't really want this, but the Lord just gave it to you, okay? When you start to wake up and realize that you have something that is special, that is going to make you want to be more on fire for the Lord. That's going to make you want to keep pushing and going forward. Just remember this, okay? You are always going to be distracted. That's something that you are just going to have to learn how to get used to. That is why you need the Lord holding your hand and walking with you, because he is going to give you the spiritual strength. He is going to give you the mental strength to handle all of that, okay? This is why a lot of y'all feel as though y'all are constantly being spiritually attacked. You don't know who the spiritual attacks are coming from, but you know that it's coming from a lot of people. It's because of what you carry. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the spirit that you are carrying. And that's something that I want y'all to hone in on and remember. It's not about the person, it's about the spirit. And so when you are carrying something like this, you are going to be faced up with a lot, okay? You are going to have a lot of advantages and disadvantages. But as long as you stay focused and do what it is that the Lord has called you to do, because only you know what the Lord has called you to do. Nobody else know that but you, okay? You are going to be just fine. Okay, for the people that's feeling like they're ready to give up, they just want to even get to certain instances like, Lord, I just want a simple life. I just want to relax. Like, please, I know you told me to come through this, but please, I need a break right now. I just want to rest. I just want to be at ease. I don't want to have to feel like I'm constantly being attacked. And see, this is the one thing about the Lord and how he works wonders for you and how your gifts will end up working for you. It's when you stay strong on your faith with the Lord. You pray, okay? Even though you may see and feel these attacks coming on you, they are not going to be effective. They are not going to bother you, really. You are going to see the spiritual attacks from a mile away, okay? Because the Lord is going to reveal things to you. Nobody else can give you spiritual lessons but him. But the Lord is going to prep you for all the tools that you are going to need when coming faced up with spiritual attacks, okay? You're going to see it from a mile away, okay? Especially if this is something that you have been dealing with your entire life. If you have been being spiritually attacked since you was a child, you should already know. I shouldn't even have to come and explain to you. You already know. Sometimes certain things are unexplainable, but only the real ones are going to be able to resonate and relate with what I'm saying, okay? But you are going to feel as though you are taking on the problems and the emotions of other people. Like I said, it's going to be very overwhelming. But when you have a spiritual gift, just remember that it's going to attract and repel certain people. Of course, you want to be around the people that are attracted to your gifts, because these people are probably going to be like-minded. They are going to be probably carrying the same thing as you. And that's how y'all are able to relate. They have a relationship with the Lord, okay? Because a lot of people out here that is claiming to have a spiritual gift, they are not close to the Lord. They have a belief in other things, other sources, other spirits, okay? Y'all already know. I don't even have to come explain it. But you are going to connect with the people that are like-minded like you. And that's something that you are going to learn to appreciate. And that's the whole part of having a spiritual gift. That's what it's all about. The Lord is all about unity, love. You know, he wants us to all come together. And so that is the advantages that you are going to have with carrying a spiritual gift. But it's always going to come with their cons. And so that's just something that you need to be always prepped for. Remember, you ain't new to this, you true to this, okay? My spiritual sisters and my spiritual brothers out here already know. You ain't new to this, you true to this. And so you stand strong with the Lord. You fight this like a soldier, okay? We ain't giving up, not in this lifetime. We didn't came too far. We have already did our spiritual inner work, okay? We have already gained our spot where we are in life, spiritually, okay? You have earned your spot. And so this is a time to where you can literally celebrate, okay? It's time for you to take your rightful place in your calling, in your relationship with the Lord, in your gifts. Take your rightful place in your position. Rest comfortably. As long as you are operating with the Lord, Things are always going to pan out for you. No matter what type of struggle or opposition that is faced up against you, when you have the Lord, you are going to have undeniable strength. Okay? It's nothing that nobody can take from you. But just like I said early in the video, you're going to have times where you're going to feel as though you want to give up, like you want to walk away from your calling. And so I just wanted to come and put this video out here and remind y'all that do not fall up off your walk. Do not let these people distract you, okay? Some of these people really want what you have, okay? If you fall out of the race, you are handing over your power. You're handing over your gifts, okay? Your gifts are meant for you and only you. It's not for nobody else. So do not be distracted on this walk. But yeah, I just wanted to put this out here. Hopefully I got something from this video. Hopefully it helped you in some way. Continue to protect your soul and spirit. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.